Hotel brothers, sisters, black pals, always giving honor to the creator, giving honor to the ancestors. Chief of Staff, Brother Harris Abdul, my sister, my father, my in-laws, cousins, family members, subscribers, viewers, donors, and all of those who are fighting for the liberation and salvation of our black nation. You remember the other day I had mentioned about Professor Bobby Beverly's new book that he has out. I want you to contact me. I gave you the information in the previous video, but if you're still interested in purchasing the book, please contact me as soon as possible so you can receive your copy. Wonderful, hell of a book. And I'll go in details with the book at a later day this week. But what I do want to talk about is some situations where our children are beginning to be out of hand, and a lot of them, such as this nigga here, Derek Williams, 22 years old. He is the one that has been charged with first-degree murder of the brother rapper Xxxtatacion, and he was filed and charged with first-degree murder of Xxxtatacion. But prior to the murder and assassination of this brother, it was said that he sent some type of threatening messages to the rapper Xxxtatacion, and based out of jealousy, which I found later on through further investigation, jealousy, envy, self-hatred of the brother's level of understanding, his portion of understanding that he used to touch the hearts and minds of the youth and people of the world during his very, very short stay here. He falls into the great line of divine with brother Pop, Nipsey, and the other great young brothers and sisters who are in the ancestral realm, who made early transitions based on the fact of the hatred and the so-called player hating, whatever that may mean. Now, the brother Derek Williams, excuse me one second. Now, the brother Derek Williams, who has been charged with first-degree murder of Xxxtatacion, was sexually assaulted in the shower by so-called members of Kodak Black's posse. Kodak Black and Xxxtatacion were said to have been very close. And so, when Williams was in the shower, in other words, he got raped by Kodak Black's boys, who still, Kodak Black is a coon. You know, he's the new millennium. He looks like the new millennium buckwheat. And nevertheless, Williams got what was coming to him, and more. And more should come for the execution of Xxxtatacion. Now, this sand cracker here, Maysoon Zaid, she's supposed to be a comedian, had said some, made mockery of the murder of brother Xxxtatacion. And see, now this sand cracker, you know, this camel jockey, you know, dead goat smelling bitch, Arab rag wearing bitch, should be put in her place for what she said in the remarks of making mockery of one of our young G's. It should not be, she should not be given a pass on this. She needs to be checked to the nth degree. You don't get up there and stand up just because your motherfucking ass has dry jokes. Use the jokes and talk about your motherfucking culture. You know how you motherfuckers eat raw goats and have sex with motherfucking sheep and all this bullshit. You motherfucking camel jockeys, sand cracker motherfuckers. You know, talk about that. Because we have no room right now for anybody that's not of color to be coming into the black community, calling yourself and feeling comfortable, making mockery of one of our icons and martyrs. So bitch, stay out of the motherfucking way. And so we give, you know, Hotep and Black Power, and may the brother rest in power. May the brother rest in power and continue to, you know, carry on the legacy, you know, of young hip hop artists, and that he will continue, you know, to bless the hearts and minds of our brothers and sisters, Xxxtatacion, who didn't live long enough to even reach and come into his full element. So with that said, we have to acknowledge Xxxtatacion, you know, for the work that he's done, and that he continues to gracefully bless us with his energy. You know, we can never say enough about the great work that our young brothers and sisters put in. And for you to snuff one of our, you know, to snuff each other out based on hatred, based on jealousy, based on lack of integrity, instead of asking one another, how can I reach that plateau of peace and happiness, as well as financial and economical peace and serenity? You know, we take each other out for nothing, because all this nigga got was some stiff dicks in his ass in jail. Because I'm quite sure, or I don't know what he was thinking about, that he was going to be well respected for taking his brother out. But he had another thing coming. He had another thing coming. Now let's talk about this brother here. This rapper Tay K, who just received a 55-year sentence for a home invasion, which 2 young brothers lost their lives. You know, now here, this rapper, whose name is Tamar McIntyre, only 19 years of age, participated in a home invasion where 2 young men lost their lives. And what do they get out of this? What is the reward? And what type of respect do our young expect to gain from senseless bullshit like this? Now, he became more famous by being on the run after committing and participating in this home invasion, which 2 young men lost their lives. He became more of a celebrity running than he did in the studio. Now, my thing is this, you know, give me a second. Now, let me explain this to you. The white media, you white motherfucking crackers who made him rise to fame by putting so much publicity on this kid while he was running and not making any justifications for what he's done by no fucking means. But see, the media pumped him up, and the reason y'all pumped him up because you wanted law enforcement to execute him. That's what you really wanted by making it a big thing. Because this was even bigger than what you did for these other crackers that escaped from prison and all this bullshit. But you put him on blast, hoping that law enforcement would get a motherfucking hard on chasing him and slaying this boy. Now, this doesn't excuse his motherfucking behavior. He got a 55-year sentence, which he deserved more. Because, you know, this wasn't no accident, this wasn't no coincidence for you to take these boys' lives. You know, 21-year-old Ethan Walker and 23-year-old Mike Saldivar, who done nothing. You know, and I'm sick and tired of some of you motherfucking niggas doing this and participating and involving yourself in the execution of your own people. Because none of you would do that. None of you would make an invasion into the police station. I don't see none of you talking about that. I don't see none of you talking about fucking with law enforcement, the same devils that are out to kill you. I don't see none of you talking about hunting for George Zimmerman. I don't see none of you talking about that. I don't see none of you talking about Brian Wilson, the cracker that murdered Mike Brown. None of you talking about, Darren Wilson. None of you are talking about that. But it's always somebody that looks like you that you feel so motherfucking comfortable with taking their lives. And I'm talking about the black family, period. We don't listen to one another. We would rather have law enforcement intervene in our affairs than to handle our own goddamn situations. And he didn't learn his motherfucking lesson. This is a picture he took with a motherfucking cell phone inside of his jail cell while awaiting trial. Because see, these niggas think this shit is cool. You niggas think this shit is so motherfucking hard and tough. But see, with that 55-year sentence, you know, 15 years from now, if you survive that long, because you just a little teeny motherfucker. You know, they may have someone that may take you under their wing for a minute. But the minute you act as though you're not trying to learn anything, you're bullshitting and not going to school, not receiving a high school diploma, fucking around, running around with them stupid motherfuckers, involving yourself in a whole bunch of bullshit, even gang affiliated activities, you're gonna wish you never had got in trouble. Cause see, once they release your motherfucking ass to the Aryan Brotherhood, And they gonna toss your motherfucking salad and smoke your motherfucking ass. Because you didn't learn anything from this. You think what you're doing is cute. But right now, you're 19. But wait till you get about 31, 32. And you're still in that motherfucker. And you still got another 40 goddamn years to go. Because reality will not sit in for a good minute. Because you're going to be welcome and you're going to be you think that you're going to be highly respected. But they got a lot of conscious brothers inside those prison walls. Y'all don't get it fucking twisted that everybody in prison is just bullshitting, stabbing each other or involving themselves in a whole bunch of negative shit like fags and fuckbooks and drugs. No, that's only a small portion. But for the most part, you got a lot of those brothers that are programming, that are functioning, that they're trying to get home. They don't want to lose their life in prison. So they're trying to get home. They want to get back with their children, their family. It's a hell of a thing when you go in jail, you know, like I did. You know, when your daughter's 5 years old and you come out, you know, they've graduated from high school. And then for those who don't have any children, and by the time they get home, they will be too old to have children. When your sperm count is low, so motherfucking low, you can barely bust off. Because you missed out on everything. Over what? Watching BET, watching TV One, watching these movies, these motherfucking crackers put on there, teaching you how to kill your fucking family, teaching you how to kill your brother, teaching you how to kill and disrespect your parents, teaching you how not to be a father, teaching you how to respect your goddamn enemy. And so you're going to have to find these things out on your own, because what was demonstrated and given to you, the same information, you fucking ignored and laughed at it. Now you're going to have to see the hard way. You better hope somebody be there that they got a strong arm in the penitentiary that don't want to see nothing happen to you. That when you're taking a shower, you got a football player size motherfucker got you on the floor butt naked in the goddamn death headlock, ready to run up in your goddamn back. You better hope somebody's there to save your ass. And then you're gonna have to learn how to maim. Because anybody can shoot a gun. You're going to have to learn how to maim. Be unremorseful. Hide your inner feelings. Because a lot of you want to go to the mosque, you want to go to church, you want to go to, you know, these religious groups. But you're afraid. And you have to hide your inner self, because you in the devil's goddamn playground. So you got to play according to the satanic, demonic energy and rules that exist in there. Because those are the only rules that can keep motherfuckers off your ass. I just want to drop that little bit of information, not just to this stupid motherfucker, but to everybody that's in that mindset. Everybody that's in that mindset. Because I know Derek Williams wished he hadn't shot Xxxtatacion, because he would still have his manhood today. And see, the media put it all out there that he's been turned the fuck out, because they don't give a fuck. I'm gonna come back and talk about another topic with y'all very, very shortly. I hope you got something out of this. As always, my Hoteps and Black Pals go out to all my favorite people who I stay in constant contact with. Diane Nelson, Gladys Holcutt, you all know who you are. That I'm going to come back in a few more minutes with another video. And I hope you got something out of this. If you didn't, pass the information on or share the video with somebody that you feel may need to hear this, that is open and receptive and will take heed to this and won't make the mistakes that these individuals made. Hotep, Black Power.